What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news from the weekend and throwing in a bit more that has yet to be featured on Sneaker Files. And I want to give you guys a heads up, this video is going to be a lot longer than previous videos. There's a lot of news in here. But with that being said, we recently broke 69,000, so thank you everybody for showing your support, liking, being subscribed. I appreciate every single one of you. And moving forward, if you do got a second, I would appreciate if you hit this video with a thumbs up. As you guys know, this helps build the channel, and if you're not subscribed yet, hit the red button just below the video. Now, we got so much to talk about in here that I'm just going to say that we got more Air Jordan 2018 release news. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Starting things off, we got some Adidas news, of course. And first up, we have a look at an upcoming Adidas NmD R2, which comes in black and gum. Now, this pair features black across the uppers, which lands on the 3 stripes branding. We have mesh on the base, and then white on the boost midsole and a gum outsole. Now, we don't have a set release date, but they will drop sometime during October of 2017, and the retail price will be $130. This collaboration from Adidas and Neighborhood, I'm actually a big fan of, and of course it lands on the Adidas NmD, and they're being called Black Boost, and that's because they feature black on the boost, obviously. But they also feature a predominant black upper. We do have white that lands on the Neighborhood branding that also hits the EVA pod overlay with Japanese characters. In addition, it looks like it has some sort of teeth. I'm not sure really what the inspiration is here, and we don't have release information, just these on-feet images, but more details on the way. On Yeezy Supply, there was a surprise release of the Adidas Yeezy Waverunners 700. Now, why am I sharing this? Because most of you know that are into Yeezys and Adidas models that they sold out on Yeezy Supply. And it was a pre-order, so you're not going to get the shoes until November. Actually, they ship out November 1st. I'm sharing it because I feel there is a strong possibility there will be a wider release. Now, I know Yeezy Mafia on Twitter said this was a Yeezy Supply exclusive. Now, I'm not really buying that just because this is a Adidas release. This isn't just a Yeezy model. Adidas is actually backing the shoe as well. So I feel like this pre-order they did is going to kind of test the market to see how well they sold out. And they did sell out, and it took a while. It wasn't like it happened instantly or anything. And then later down the road, we will see a wider release happen. But the retail price is $300. I'm not a fan of these whatsoever. I feel like a lot of people said it's a cross between a Shaq and a Fila shoe. I'm kind of feeling like that is it pretty much. But with that being said, if you do like them and you copped them, congrats to you. On to Nike, and a quick update on the Nike Air Force 1 Low logo print pack, which comes in your choice of either red, black, or white, and they feature the Nike Air logo across the entire uppers. Well, we do have a release date, and they will drop on August 19th. Retail price will be $90 each. On Friday, images of the Nike PG1 in University Red, White, and Black leaked, and we also have a release info, which I'll get to in a second. Now, as you can see, they feature red across the uppers. We have black on the midfoot strap, Nike swoosh and outsole. White hits the midsole with the speckled, slightly speckled detailing, and then white also hits the PG branding on the tongue. Now, the look is then completed with 3M reflective accents on the heel. Now, for those that want to pick these up, they do drop on August 19th. The retail price will be $110. JD Sports is known for having all types of exclusives, but this time around they will have their own Nike Air VaporMax. The shoe is highlighted with a couple shades of blue. We have what looks to be obsidian and then a light shade of blue that lands on the Nike swoosh, and it's also speckled in on the Flyknit. In addition, we have the visible VaporMax Air unit, which slightly has a blue tint to it, and that also runs across the outsole. As for the release info, they will drop on August 18th. for $190. Now, it isn't known if these will exclusively release at JD Sports or at all Nike sportswear retailers. Now, in the past, stuff like this would be a JD Sports exclusive, meaning they are only sold there, but I think there's a strong chance these will be available at other retailers. Also releasing soon is the Nike SF Air Force 1 Mid Sequoia. Now, Sequoia, which is like this shade of green, as you can see, covers the tumbled leather across the uppers and ballistic nylon. In addition, we do have black, which runs across the midsole and outsole. So it's a pretty simple look, definitely has fall vibes. But with that being said, they drop on August 18th, and the retail price will be $160. OffWhite recently unveiled another preview image of the Nike Air Presto collaboration, And as you can see, there's like this milky kind of white hue that lands on the cage, but it is highlighted with an unfinished look, and it looks like the Nike swoosh on the side is actually some sort of clear coat across it. I'm not really sure what's going on here. In addition, you do see Air written across the heel strap. But for the release info, September 1st is the date that's being thrown around, not just for the Nike Air Presto, but for all the Off-White, Nike / Jordan brand collaborations. And the retail for this pair will be $160. Still, we don't have information as far as the availability, where you will be able to buy them at, not just for this pair, but the whole collection. More details on that will probably be available very soon. Over the weekend, a few images of the Nike Air VaporMax strap leaked, and they show how these two models look on feet for those that were interested. So one pair comes in almost a triple black theme, but it has anthracite on the Nike swoosh. The second is the multicolor pair, which we previewed some time back. We still don't have release information as of yet, but what's being thrown around is these will drop sometime in 2018, and I believe it will be the early half, and no retail price as of yet. Roger Federer, Nike, and Jordan brand actually collaborated back in 2014 for the Nike Zoom Vapor RF Ha3, which is inspired by the Air Jordan 3. Two pairs did release, one known as Black Cement, the other White Cement, which is obviously inspired by the original Air Jordan 3. Now, why am I showing these images? Well, they're not going to release again, but the model is in new colorways. There's going to be two. So the first one will be white, fire red, silver, and black, which I'm pretty sure will mimic the fire red Air Jordan 3. That pair will release on August 21st in Europe. We don't know about a stateside release, probably shortly after, maybe a month at the most. The next pair will feature black, white, and clear Jade, so I'm not really sure what that's going to look like. Now, this doesn't mimic an original Air Jordan 3 release, but we're going to have to wait for images because this pair drops in October, and the retail price for both will be $200. Some of you might remember a time when Nike basketball was really thriving. Pretty much any release they put out, from Kobe, from LeBron, or even KD, they sold out with a quickness. Now, in my opinion, and I'm sure in most others, Nike basketball kind of fell off in a way. Now, don't get me wrong, they still have nice releases time to time, but I feel like they kind of lost their way. Now, this pair shown on screen is the Nike Kyrie 3 Bruce Lee. For those that don't know, this pair is inspired by the Nike Kobe 5 Bruce Lee, which released back in 2009. Kyrie actually wore the Kobe 5 during a Nike tournament sometime back. The pair features the same Bruce Lee theme, which comes in yellow and black. We have gradient across the midsole, and then we have the slashes by the toe. But what's most interesting here is the branding on the tongue, and that fuses the Kyrie branding along with Kobe's branding. Now, what I was saying earlier is releases like this will definitely get Nike basketball back on track. However, it isn't known if these are going to release. I would assume they would, but we just don't have the details as of yet. So stay tuned for updates on this pair. On to Jordan brand, and New York businessman Bruce Sherman and retired New York Yankee star Derek Jeter, along with Michael Jordan and 13 other investors, have partnered up to buy the Miami Marlins. They purchased the team for $1.2 billion from Jeffrey Loria. I believe that's how you say it. I'm not 100% positive. Now, as far as how much money Michael Jordan put up, that isn't known, but Jeter is believed to be contributing $25 million of his own money, but has a great relationship with Sherman, who will allow Jeter to essentially run the organization. So this gets Michael Jordan back into baseball in some way, shape, or form. In addition, it's possible we will see Miami Marlins Air Jordan Retros released in the future. Another new look at the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray, and I'm not going to go over these too long, but these are the official images, and as you can see, we got suede across the upper, cool gray along with wolf gray. As for the release info, August 26th, and the retail price will be $190. Jordan brand unveiled the Air Jordan 6 Pinnacle flight jacket, but the name isn't flight jacket. They said it is promo jacket, but at the end of the day, you can call them what you want. And they also confirmed this pair is inspired by Michael Jordan's 1991 appearance on Saturday Night Live. Now, when I originally shared these images sometime back when we got a first look, a lot of people commented hoping that the jacket would release, and we do have confirmation. The jacket will release alongside the Air Jordan 6 Pinnacle promo jacket. We don't have a retail price on the jacket, but the Air Jordan 6 Pinnacle promo jacket will retail for $225. Now, a lot of us thought they would be dropping during August, but as of now, the release date is September 1st. Everything from this point forward will be releasing during 2018. Now, things could change, months can change, dates could be pushed forward or back, as well as retail prices, but I want to give a big shout out to Soul Heat on Feet as well as DJ Folk because they supplied pretty much all this information here. Also, on the side note, images used are either a Photoshop or the older release and not the 2018 release, so the overall look could change as well. On Friday, I shared with you that the Air Jordan 17 Low Alternate Lightning, aka Reverse Lightning, would release during 2018 and is a collaboration with SoleFly. The shoes feature an alternate theme of the Air Jordan 17 Lightning, which released during 2002 and was worn by Michael Jordan during the All-Star game. Now, the only new update I have is the retail price, and that will be $225. And if you missed the last video, they're expected to drop during February of 2018. There's also a Jordan Trunner LX High, known as Lightning, that will drop during November of 2017. 2018 will also bring us the return of the Air Jordan 18. Prior to this, I shared info that the Sport Royal, aka Wizards, would drop next year, but we will have a pair that's being called Gym Red for the fact that they will use Gym Red, and they also are expected to have a Toro theme. The image shown is blacked out. This is not the actual release, obviously, just using it as a placeholder, but they're expected to have Gym Red predominantly used throughout and then black detailing. It isn't known if they'll feature suede or leather, but they will retail for $225 and they'll drop sometime during April of 2018. Shown on the screen is the original release from 1994 of the Air Jordan 10 known as Dark Shadow. Now during 2018, more specifically April, a pair dressed in Dark Shadow, Black, and True Red will release. Now the color scheme matches up with the original release, however, it's being reported that they will be much like the originals but something different, like some sort of change on them. So what I think may happen is either 2-3 or 45 stitched up by the collar, but I don't know this isn't confirmed or even hinted at, it's just my belief. Like I mentioned, April 2018 is when they're expected to drop, and the retail price will be $190. We got another Air Jordan 10 releasing during the early part of 2018. This pair is being called Cool Gray. They'll feature a cool gray and white color theme. You guys might remember back in 2014, Jordan Brand released an Air Jordan 10 that features cool gray along with infrared, but this pair is expected to be more like the traditional cool gray theme, so I believe the shade of gray will be a bit lighter and just white accents. As for the release date, they're going to drop sometime during January of 2018, and the retail price will be $190. Jordan Brand will be celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Air Jordan 14 during 2018. We previously shared that the Last Shot and the Candy Cane are expected to retro next year. However, this is the first new colorway we have to leak, which features Desert Sand, White, Infrared 2-3, and Black. Seems like a lot is going on here. Now the image obviously used is a Photoshop, but for those that want to grab these or potentially grab these, they're going to drop during April of 2018 for $190. During 2009, the Air Jordan History of Flight collection was first spotted, which celebrated the 25th anniversary of Jordan Brand. This year, we saw the Air Jordan 13 History of Flight get an official release. Now in 2018, the brand is releasing the Air Jordan 7 History of Flight. The shoes will feature a university red and white color theme, and they will drop during March of 2018 for $190. Last but not least was a big surprise to me, and Jordan Brand is set to bring back the Air Jordan 2 Melo during 2018. Now for those that may not remember, the Air Jordan 2 Melo dropped back in 2004 when Carmelo Anthony was a part of the Denver Nuggets. The shoes will feature a white, varsity maize, and university blue colorway. Now the fact that these are returning makes me kind of feel that the Air Jordan 32 will be inspired by the Air Jordan 2. So that means that we may see more Air Jordan 2 releases next year. For those that want to grab these, May 2018 is when they will debut, and the retail price will be $190. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. From this video, what I'm feeling would be the Neighborhood Adidas NmD collaboration. I actually think that's pretty dope. In addition, I do like the Nike Kyrie 3 Bruce Lee. I like how they're collaborating, and I definitely like the logo. Now, moving forward, man, Jordan Brand. So, first off, the number one thing I want is the Air Jordan 2 Melo. I had two pairs back in 2004. One pair I kept dead stock, the other pair I messed up after the second time I wore it, and I was so mad about that. And I don't remember what happened to my deadstock pair. I believe I sold it or traded it. The Air Jordan 14 Desert Sand is a definite cop. I don't care what it looks like because I'm a sucker for Air Jordan 14s. The Air Jordan 10 Dark Shadow, it really depends how different it is. The SoleFly Air Jordan 17 Low collaboration, that's a definite pickup. The Air Jordan 6 Flight Jacket, aka Promo Jacket, another pickup. And the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray. I'm leaning towards pickup, but I'm not 100% on that. But leave a comment below and let me know from this video what you liked or what you disliked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.